in my opinion, huh? I suspect,
Suspension. Okay.
I stand to be corrected.
Okay.
I suspect that one of the reasons why Kanu is still in detention is because the leading class are scared of his freedom and continuous, what will I call it, evangelism to Ndi Igbo. Yeah, they are scared of him because, wait, let me land. It seems, perhaps it may not be the reality, it seems that when he speaks, he gets more audience than most of the ruling class.
Okay.
That competition seemed to be there. I suspect, I am not saying factually, I still stand to be corrected. This will show you that that lone voice has gone so deep into the society that you had nothing in your mind and just only one message comes in. That is the only thing you will process. So a majority of Ndi Igbo are not enlightened, but they are experiencing the hardship as a result of the marginalization on Ndi Igbo due to Biafra. So it is easy to connect the situation, the reality to Biafra, and yet a lone voice saying about it. This is the capacity that mobilized enormous Ndi Igbo to follow that evangelism and makes it look that this is the only way that we can.
I like the term that you're using, evangelism.
Yeah.
I like the term. Let me ask you, was it just a voice? Or did the voice make people to now adopt other ways to now push the voice? Was there other ways that the voice was pushed? Were there other ways that the evangelism, because some people did not even listen to the voice, but they saw people carrying arms. Do you think it was just a lone voice, or the voice empowered people that had access?
What I called a lone voice, the lone is that is on the narrative, only a tunneled narrative of secession, Biafra of our own. This is the only way all these things will end. Or was Like did so, Kanu same, Epa same. So that narrative is what I termed as lone
we
voice.
Know what?
Believe you me, just one minute. I have heard from the grapevine where somebody said, if not for the attempt or efforts of Kanu and his ESN, that what happened in Benue would have been a child's play to what would have happened here. I have had somebody strategically placed say so.
He could be right. He could be wrong.
Perhaps, but someone...
I'm coming to you, Sado.
Somebody sounded that if not, and if you check people, if you check amongst 30, 25 may sound same way.
We know what voices are when you say voice. You just mentioned Nigeria and then the voices here. Worldwide, Muhammad Ali was once a voice. Martin Luther King was once a voice. Nelson Mandela was once a voice. This one that was just gone down, this white guy that is doing that white guy,
the Kirk, yeah,
was a voice. We know what voices are. And we know what, when is no longer a voice. In that context of these voices, do you still think that this is a voice? Don't you think that it's now beyond just voice? I'm now asking you, with what is happening now, do you think it's just a voice?
You see, in the context of this edition, Nnamdi Kanu's voice and other voices of secession for Biafra was a lone voice. There were no counter narratives that could be saying what Isedo is saying now. All these were
All those, okay.
because people in position were avoiding it. Once it is Biafra, people will be like me. If not that this is BAM, and that you urged me to be as natural as possible, I would be diplomatic.
Yes.
There are many things I wouldn't have uttered.
Yes.
But because we are here
As only Igbo. As
as
only
only
Igbo.
Igbo, if ndị a na-ekwu, ana m ekwe as an average onye Igbo nọ n'ala Igbo. All my life, I have spent more time here. I am part of those people that the evangelism we are coming to. We were discussing it, juxtaposing them, and I'm telling you that whether we like it or not, the earlier we start discussing Biafra as a reality,
The better.
the better for us than avoiding it. Nnamdi Kanu, who is discussing it, people are falling in line with the realities of the time. We are super marginalized as in the Igbo. Southeast is a homogeneous zone. It is unique as the only geopolitical zone with one ethnic nationality. Ndị Igbo. South is not so. Northwest is not so. Northeast, not central. Southwest. Other zones are not like we are. And it was intentionally created. We are not Southeast. We are not positioned at the Southeast, but we are called Southeast. We are landlocked. It was done intentionally. All these are as a result of Biafra and the uncertainty of, because we championed Biafra, then all these behaviors, treatments are being meted on Ndị Igbo. Tata anyị etogo. Anyị abụghịzi, we are no longer the little kids that our identity as Biafrans are being imposed on us. As onye Igbo, I can tell you before now, I used to say, I am Biafran. I am not IPOB. I am not Mahasob. Because my parents made me to understand that many of our lineage died as a result of the Civil War. And that somehow, because the treaty of reconstruction, reconciliation, and the rehabilitation was not attended to, we believed that the war was still on. But after the establishment of the Southeast Development Commission, people like us declared that the war is over because we believe that the commission is going to address rehabilitation, reconstruction, and reconciliation. Now, if you compare what is happening with Southeast Development Commission after more than 1 year of establishment and other commissions, you will now see the reason why people like us will say that Ndị Igbo, Southeast, and everything that concerns us are super marginalized. Blue line cut across all the geopolitical zones except Southeast because we are homogeneous. We are Ndị Igbo. It is particular and intentional on us. If our people who are in business share with you what they go through in their line of business, you will just understand that God created us specially. That is why we are surviving. Imagine that after the war, every Igbo, irrespective of how much you had in the bank, received £20. Not all Biafrans, so Ndi Igbo precisely. Not all Biafrans lost their properties in other locations except Ndi Igbo. So Biafra has brought so much upon us that from our childhood till now, we are emboldened to intend to discuss it and also be able to create a line between Ndi Igbo and Biafra as a whole, so that we can protect, promote, and project Igbo interests.
Now that, Maz, I'm coming. Now that we are discussing it now, where is your position? Where is your stand? KCMA now, do you think the way they are still agitating for it now, what is your position now? Before I continue, because I know that you want to give us the background of what led to this.
Thank you. All the important.
Yes, because ndị Igbo si na onye na-amara ebe mmiri bido wee mabịa. So keta anya amaghị ebe mmiri bido wee maba anyị from you. Mmiri a ọ ka na-ama anyị keta, and how are we reacting to mmiri na-ama anyị ma ọ bụ na ọ ka na-ama anyị keta? Ikwenye ka esi eme ya now. Go ahead.
Yes, my opinion, Bona. Most of us, not all of us, most of us are reacting, but we should be responding.
Most of us are reacting.
Yes. Not all of us.
Most of us are reacting.
Most of us.
We should be responding.
We should be responding and not reacting. For instance, sit at home emanated as a result of the, so to say, unjust detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Along the line, after a long time, we discovered and realized that sit at home is counterproductive. We tried to take responsibility, but we applied a counterproductive formula, which is self-inflicting. It is wisdom for us to pause and change style, because a man na atwanya a different result, and the mother da fucha akokbo suo nwe na anya afugo na sit at home bụ anya nwe efu akokbo suo nwe na anya. Otu a ka esi nwe need for us to understand na the medium and way of this agitation nke tata anyị tinye na scale and analyze ya anya afu na ọ dịkwa counter productive. But the formula that we are applying, the wrong formula that has positioned us reactive, does not mean that we shouldn't respond to ife na-eme. Obo ma ife ọ na-emekwa anyị ji a react. Ife na-eme.
Okay.
Yes, if na-eme, in a nutshell, we should be responding, and the formula age now Tibozo that didn't accommodate all. Makana formula, all are not involved, especially our elites and stakeholders. So I need a formula. I they give up, but I need a formula that will inculcate all, maximize impact, and serve the purpose.
I want to make healthy living a culture in our society. The time to make exercise, get sweat. That sweat is very important. Ibana garden, give bela kukwani very natural food. Or if your body need it, just new abuna day to choose.